Alright, Tawadi Halba Shao Shai, Tawadi Halba Shao Shai, Kahala Bashao Shai, Bashao Kakadash, double honor to the elder apostle of great military rule well, and share citation the oxen and put in the truth across the four corners of the earth, to the fear and power of Halba Shao Shai, the hope of elect, and who the world inwardly called God is named Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ, named Yahweh Shai, or the Hebrew Israelite that consist of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, and those in line descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel, near to the gathering amongst the nations. Alright, a quick little video on what's going on out here in California. Alright, Unrighteous decree. Okay, it's on naturalnews.com. That 70,000 truck owner operator in California may be forced to stop driving in 1 week due to new state law. Alright. It said, a Supreme Court decision made force over 70,000 truck owner operator in California to stop driving, creating another choke point in the already stressed West Coast logistic network. The AB5 law restricts the use of independent contractors and will soon be enforced against the trucking industry after the court declined to hear their appeal. Okay. Because this was actually passed back in 2018, and the court, California Trucking Association, issued a lawsuit, and the court only granted them a injunction, which means that the state couldn't enforce it for 2 years. But now that the appeal won't be heard, this law that was passed a couple of years ago, which is AB 5, Assembly Bill 5, will wipe out the owner-operated trucking industry in California. Okay, here it is right here. It's in the end of term order list released in June, that the Supreme Court denied a review of the Ninth Circuit's reversal of the injunction against enforcement of the AB 5, which is against the state trucking industry. This injunction, which has been in place for over 2 years, will be lifted quickly. The group said that in addition to the direct impact on the owner-operator, who only has 7 days to cease operations of their long-standing businesses, the impact of taking 10 to thousands of truck drivers off the road can have devastating repercussions on the already fragile supply chain, which increases cost and worsens inflation. Okay. And hey, that's how it is in the state of California, man. Alright. It's already gonna make the famine that much more worse. Alright? Because a lot of the food are brought in by truck drivers. Alright? So the trucking industry is gonna make it a whole lot worse. Okay? It's Isaiah 10 and 1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Alright, which are law. Okay. And that right grievousness, what they have prescribed, which is grievousness is harsh, unfair. Okay, this is the word grievousness. Amal in the Hebrew, it's their trouble, labor, mischief. Okay, wickedness, worrisome. Alright, they're making it harder, alright, for the truck driver that are owner operators, alright, that move a lot of goods and trailers throughout the state of California, alright. But at the end of the day, it's the Lord Hot Shai that's making these things happen, making these state pass law like this and stuff like that, okay. And he said he's gonna bring the family. Okay, this is Matthew 24, and 7. It said, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine, alright, and pestilences, and we're focusing on the famine, and earthquake, in our birthplaces. All these are the beginning of thoughts, right? These are beginning of thoughts, all right? And thorough is not a good place to be in, all right? You look at the word thorough. In the Hebrew is Odin. It's the pain of childbirth, travail, pain, birth pain, intolerable anguish in reference to the dire calamity precede the advent of the Messiah. All right, and that's why scriptures say, and this is part of the pain that's flat not for a moment. Okay, so we're in a birth pain right now. All these things leading up to what? Total chaos. All right. I think it's about Apocrypha. This second Ezra 15 and 36. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the God of whom the Lord spake. That's verse 7. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. All right, and we're in the time of the birth pain. Okay, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pain compass her womb with pain. When the child comes forth, they slack not a moment, and that's the time we're in. All right, we're in a moment of the birth pain for the baby is to come out. That's why you read in the NLT, in Matthew 24 and 8, it said, but all this is only the first of the birth pain with more to come. See, so these things, these are a domino effect that's going to trickle down to make the family worse and other things and chaos. All right, these birth pains, they're gonna get to the point where it's not gonna slap for a moment. Okay, even so shall not the plague be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn thee. So even the plague that's gonna come upon the earth, the famine, the anguish, the pestilences, they're not even gonna slack for a moment. So that's why these things are happening. These buildings, food processing place getting burned down, farm, and all these things is part of the birth pain. All these things that lead up to the when the baby is delivered, that could be total chaos and no food, famine. Okay, even though shall not the plague be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall not come upon it on every side. See? And sorrow shall come upon see? So no matter where you look, no matter where it's coming from, all right, it's gonna be nothing but birth pain, the sorrows. All right, whether it's gonna be lack of food, no electricity, no water, it's gonna come on every side. All right, and that's the time that we're in right now. All right, the birth pain is soon. That baby will be delivered, and that's gonna be total chaos, destruction that's gonna come upon this earth. So with that, let's say, to all the Hawaiian Shine, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shine, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shine. With that, Shalom.